Episode 176. TikTok updates policy on AI misinformation.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI6 Podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Just as global debates rage about the power of AI and social media, TikTok is rewriting the rulebook, launching new community guidelines designed to curb misinformation, crack down on AI abuse, and make sure creators know exactly where the boundaries are drawn. The new standards coming into effect on September 13th, 2025 mark one of TikTok's strongest pushes yet for trust, transparency, and safety. Hello and welcome back to AI6, the podcast whose mission it is to educate 500,000 pros adapting to AI in the workplace. I'm your host, Joanne Sweeney. TikTok has announced significant updates to its community guidelines to strengthen user safety and make the platform's rules clearer for both creators and regular users. Today, social media companies have to comply with a range of regulations globally, like the UK's Online Safety Act, the EU's Digital Services Act, and the US's Take It Down Act, which in part has led to policy revisions on some platforms. So what are the key changes from TikTok's AI policy update? Well, first of all, they want to target misinformation and automation. They now strictly prohibit the use of automation tools, scripts or tricks to bypass its own systems. This includes penalties such as content removal or account bans. Users whose accounts are restricted or banned are explicitly forbidden from creating new accounts to circumvent these measures. When it comes to AI-generated content, the guidelines have been updated to broaden restrictions on misleading AI-generated content. TikTok now states, even with labels, some edited or AI-generated content can still be harmful. We don't allow content that's misleading about matters of public importance or that is harmful to individuals. This expands on previous rules to cover more types of misuse, including misleading representations of events or public figures. In relation to regulated goods and services, there is now a unified policy addressing content related to gambling, alcohol, tobacco, drugs, firearms, and dangerous weapons. This aims to clarify what is and isn't allowed in these categories. TikTok has also introduced simplified, transparent policies. They call them rules at a glance, summaries to provide high-level overviews of each policy, making it easier for creators and users to understand the rules without navigating lengthy documents. The Accounts and Features section has also been expanded, with clearer explanations of safety features for direct messaging, comments, live, and TikTok Shop. There's increased transparency and greater enforcement. The updated guidelines include explanations of how TikTok addresses emerging harms, especially during crises, and details how policies are enforced differently depending on regional laws and norms. Transparency about enforcement is a major focus for TikTok at the moment. And then finally, AI and human moderation. TikTok reports that over 85% of content removed for violating guidelines is now detected through automated tools, so through AI. And 99% of this content is removed before anyone reports it. The appeals process for content removals remains in place, with appeal rates steady as more moderation technologies are adopted. So, a reminder that these updated community guidelines will take effect on September 13th, 2025. Overall, I think these changes are designed to provide a safer and a clearer experience on TikTok, especially regarding the use of AI, misinformation, and the handling of regulated or potentially harmful content. If you enjoyed this episode of AI6, please share it with a pro you know. And don't forget, you can now pre-order my new book, AI Playbook, at aimarketingplaybook.ie. I'll talk to you all tomorrow.